Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. Had to switch the schedule up a little bit. As you guys know, it's the off season, so news aren't, there's not much news for all three teams. So I decided just to combine all three shows instead of doing my Monday, Wednesday. I decided to do it all on one day, which is basically Wednesday. Back to the scheduled program now. In the regular season, when there's games being played, lots of news to talk about, then we'll switch back to, you know, the Miami Monday, the Florida State Wednesday, and Florida Gator Fridays. So for right now, we'll just do the regular Wednesday show. I decided to also change it from 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock because a lot of you guys, basically at 9 o'clock, you're probably getting ready for the next day. Probably sleep late in bed with your girl or something. So decided to move the show to 7 o'clock, move it to prime time basically. So hold on, let me get this off the screen. So there's a few things to talk about. Guys, make sure you're hitting the like button for me. Right now, StreamYard is acting pretty weird. I might have to switch. I might have to switch from using StreamYard to a different streaming format. Right now, StreamYard I don't even know how many of you guys are actually in here right now. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button for me. Let me go ahead and check on YouTube, see where that's at. But anyways, man, it's a lot of news to talk about today. Obviously we got new coach at the Miami Hurricanes, of course. We got Kevin Beard, he's back. So welcome home to him. He's very familiar with the Canes, alumni. Then he coached here before, so it's a it's a recognizable face. Talent, went to the I think it was arena football that he played in for a few years. Actually won a championship with an arena football team. So coming from Toledo, he also coached it at Tennessee. So I think it's a great hire for Miami. You guys can let me know how you guys feel about the hire, but I definitely like the hire. I think Miami. I think that was a home run for Miami. Also, we got news that more than likely, Jason Taylor will replace Roger Wright as the defensive ends coach. So as you guys know, Joe Salavea is the defensive lines coach, and Jason Taylor more than likely will coach the defensive ends. I think that's a tremendous move right there. Have a Hall of Famer, a guy that's done it at its highest level. Coaching the defensive ends. I think it's also a great tool in recruiting. So also Charlie Strong news came out that he's taking a job at Alabama. So he'll be a defensive analyst at Alabama. Just left Miami basically to go to Alabama to be the defensive analyst. As you guys know, Kevin Steele's also over at Alabama. He's the defensive coordinator over there now. So that's pretty much a little quick update on Miami now. Florida State, of course, everybody's still talking about the AD, talking about, trying to buy out contract to get up out of the ACC, of course. So you guys can let me know how you feel about that. Do Florida State have what it takes to make it in the SEC? Do they even have the money for the buyout? Would they be able to come up with that money? The Florida Gators, of course, they're losing coaches. A lot of their coaches, I think three of them within a week has all departed from now going to the NFL. So that's a big deal too. Now Billy Napier has to replace three coaches, which he's already replaced one in the defensive coordinator. So there's plenty of things going on for all three programs. Now, as you guys know, it's March 1st. March 1st. Most college football, their spring practice starts on the 4th. I know ours starts on the 4th. Maybe some others start a little bit before or after that. But April 15th, if I'm not mistaken, 15 or 14, one of those days, the spring game will be. I will be at that one. I was planning on going to the Pitt versus Miami basketball game. I think that one decides the ACC champion. From what I'm hearing and from what I've seen, that game is already sold out. So I think the winner of that one is the decider to who win the ACC in basketball. All right, so let me check some of these chats while we're at it. Guys, make sure you're hitting the like button for me. Hit the like button. This was an unscheduled live, but moving forward, until the regular season come around, we will do these lives on Wednesday. We'll do these lives on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna make that 7 o'clock, and then when the regular season come around, we'll go back to Miami Monday, Seminole Wednesdays, and Florida Gator Fridays. Also, I do plan on putting out a couple edited videos on the channel in the upcoming month. Plan on doing Florida State fans be like, Florida Gator fans be like also. So those should be pretty funny. Right now, I'm still collecting items from Florida State fans and collecting items from Florida Gator fans. So that way, I could do those videos and shows, kind of cringy, but, I'll have to do it in Florida State gear and in Gator gear to make the video, kind of funny or whatever. Yeah, but it is what it is. How you guys feeling about Kevin Beard? I'm gonna put the link in the chat because I do want to get you guys' thoughts and opinions on the hires being made. Also, want to get you guys' opinion on some of the topics that's going around in college football. Some unfortunate events too. I just seen a Georgia player got arrested for a fatal crash that happened I forgot when it happened, but one of the Georgia football players got arrested for a fatal crash. So not sure how that's going to work out and everything like that. It's a lot of stuff going on in college football. Also, we could talk about college football realignment, um, where Miami fits, where Florida State fit, where all these teams fit in the upcoming realignments or whatever. As you guys know, Texas and Oklahoma, they're moving to the SEC. USC and UCLA, they're going over to the Big Ten. So what does that mean for the Pac-12? What does that mean for the ACC and of course the Big 12? Those are the conference that seems to be left with a raw deal when it comes to the TV deals. So we'll see. The links in the chat for anybody that do wants to come on in. So let me move this into perspective real quick. Like I said, guys, I don't know how many people's watching right now. It's not showing on StreamYard. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, so I might need to find a new platform to broadcast these lives on. Um, Also, let me get this off the screen for you guys real quick. Yeah, StreamYard's been acting real funny lately. Okay, so anyway, quick roll call. Chris, what's going on with your boss? How you doing today? Let me see. Ricky Baker, man. Um, Go to Miami Ducks, quack quack. I guess that was supposed to be funny. Anyways, Matthew Walker. There are no off season in college football. Yeah, you're right about that. Something happens every day, but not significant enough at each team to do a show every week, especially with teams like Florida State. There's pretty much no news really coming out of there really worth talking about. You know, what can you talk about at Florida State right now? I mean, Mike Norvell probably went in the locker room and scratched his butt. That's probably about it. OG, what's going on with your boss? Ricky Baker again. Let me hear this one. Oh yeah, didn't your Miami Ducks girls basketball team lose to our girls in your city? Quack quack, said the Miami Duck. Bro,
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Ricky Baker, are you a toddler? You got to be a toddler. The way you write in comments, you definitely got to be a toddler. Ain't no way that's a grown man writing this. It can't be no grown man writing that. Say, why didn't Charlie Strong go back to Florida? He probably don't. He probably don't want to go to a dumpster fire at this moment in his career. Let's just be honest. I mean, it is what it is. Who literally? I think Charlie Strong is a better coach than Billy Napier. I don't think he would want to go coach underneath him. That would be like degrading yourself, to be honest with you. Florida State is not paying 120 million to leave the ACC, even if they have the money to do it. Plus, I believe Florida State would rather go to the Big Ten than the SEC. Why would they want to go to the Big Ten over the SEC? What ties does Florida State really have with the SEC or the Big Ten? Because more than likely they're talking SEC. All the rumors been, you know, Florida State, Clemson, Miami, and possibly Virginia and North Carolina. Those are the teams that mainly been in the mainstream headline, possibly leaving to go to the SEC. Or you've been seeing a lot of rumors of Miami possibly going to the Big Ten, which makes a lot more sense for Miami than it would for Florida State, if you ask me. I mean, Miami could play teams like Ohio State, Penn State, and Possibly Notre Dame could go to the Big Ten also. So that would be more seeable if you ask me. FSU is scared of the SEC. I don't like to defend FSU, but I don't think their record against SEC teams has been that terrible. I don't think the past couple of games that they played against the SEC, I don't think they took too many losses. I think the last time I think they lost them was Alabama. That's the only one I can really remember right now. But I don't think their record against the SEC is that bad. But that's one or two games here or there. But on a consistent basis, then that might be different. They said Bobby Bowden was invited to the SEC. That's tough. Chris says hit the like button. Yeah, guys, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button. Let me see. T2Y, you're going to say that you're a secret Gator fan? Why would I be a Gator fan, bro? That's like finding a small cow and sticking your head up their butt. That's what it's like being a Gator fan. Make sure those Florida and Florida State shirts don't burn your skin. That's tough. Is the player in prison with Stetson Bennett? Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like players going to jail and all that stuff from Florida, from the Georgia Bulldogs every offseason. It's every offseason. Not one offseason since I've been doing YouTube. Not one offseason has passed that a Georgia Bulldog player has not been arrested for something. For something, it's always something. Every offseason, a Georgia Bulldog get arrested. If a Georgia Bulldog don't get arrested 1 year, that's when Jesus is coming back. Oh man. And yet more Gators still been arrested in Georgia. You think so? You think more Gators have been arrested in Georgia? Can somebody pull those numbers? How many Gators has been arrested versus how many Georgia Bulldog players has been arrested? Somebody pull them numbers. Charlie Strong was just at a dumpster fire in 2022. So what was it when he was at Florida? What was it when he was at Florida? Also, guys, like I said, the link's in the chat. You guys could give your thoughts and opinion. BB, what's going on with you? Kane's in the building. What's going on with you? Slim, what's going on with you? Jordan Bowman, what's going on with you? Man, maybe when Urban Meyer was coach. So, Kevin Beard. I think hiring him plus hiring Dawson, I think it's a huge uplift for Miami. We got a new spread offense, air raid offense. More receivers are going to be attracted to it. Also, quarterbacks are going to see it also as an attractive spot to come because now they can put up numbers. We saw the guy at Houston put up 4,000 yards this past season, and let's be honest, he was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. If you go back and watch him, he was garbage. And I don't really call players garbage or trash all the time, but that dude was terrible, absolutely terrible. And he threw for 4,000 yards in that offense. So depending on how TVD, progress this season, if he picks up the offense pretty fast, which I think he will, because it's a similar offense to what Rhett Lashley was running. So I think TVD will pick it up pretty fast. I think he'll shine in it also. I do also see it as an upside because you have a guy right behind TVD and a Jakari Brown. As you guys know, Jake Garcia transferred over to Missouri. So you got Brown right behind TVD, who is also, a running quarterback, a mobile quarterback, a dual threat quarterback, which this offense that, Dawson's bringing in will fit him pretty well. He'll fit right in. So push comes to shove, let's just say, and God forbid, TVD gets hurt, we'll be very confident having you know, Jakari Brown take over because he'll fit right into that offense too. Hopefully he could learn it as fast and quickly or whatever. And then I'm pretty sure in a day or two you'll hear them, make it obvious that Jason Taylor will take over for Roderick Wright. Slim Shady, what's going on with you, boss?
Trying to get home so I can go to sleep. I got to drive to South Carolina in the morning.
You sound pretty low right now.
That better?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. I said I'm trying to get home so I can get some
Nah,
sleep. I
nah,
got to
you
get to
went.
South Carolina.
Wait, you went back down again.
Hang on. Let me drop
Yeah,
out
your
and come
volume
back
went.
in.
Oh, okay. Also, I see you in the chat, Jordan Bowman. Don't be shy. Click that link and come tell me how Clemson has no chance of actually winning the ACC in basketball now. Don't run from it. Yeah, but the link is in the chat. Also, let me see. I'm gonna have to find a replacement for StreamYard. That's crazy.
That any better?
Nah, you sound the same.
I don't know what it is.
See, your voice just went up a little bit and then it went right back down. Like if you look at the screen when you talk, or when you look at when I talk, you see the volume around my icon go up. When you
Yeah.
talk, it barely is even moving.
Oh, let me try some.
Said the M in March stand for Middle Tennessee. Funny. Man, where's Clemson at?
You mean where's Clemson at? We still in fourth place.
Fourth place. Nobody remembers fourth place. They barely even remember second.
Nah, it matters because you get a double bye in the ACC tournament.
Double bye. No, we don't care about winning the ACC no more, do we?
Nah, that's y'all. Y'all went and lost to Florida State and ruined your chances.
Listen, that game didn't count. It don't matter. It don't really
Okay.
matter because all we got to do
Okay.
is beat Pitt this coming Saturday.
I don't know. Pitt's gonna beat that ass.
Nah. The only issue I have with Larinaga, he likes to run the score early, and then in the second half slow down. He likes to try to slow the pace down, run the clock. But that's not how Miami wants to play. You can tell the players don't want to play like that. They want to continue to score. They want to, move at a faster pace than just running the clock and running, slow plays. And that's what killed us against Florida State. That's what
Yes.
killed us against Pitt earlier on in the season too. Statistically, if you look at it, what he's saying is right, but at the same time, that's not how Miami plays basketball. That's not what we've been watching all season. If you come out, gunning it in the first half, and then you come out just slow bugging it in the second half, you're giving teams room to come back. I mean, at one point in the game, it felt like Florida State was having a slam dunk contest.
Yes, yeah, that was. I didn't get to watch much of that game. I saw because I saw Miami was up by a bunch, um, and I went about my business. And then I got a message in one of my Twitter group chats, and they were like, "Yeah, Florida State's about to come back," and I was like, "Oh snap!" And I tuned in like the last. I saw like the last minute minute and a half, and I saw the last shot. I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, they let them come back, and at one point, Florida State was actually leading by 3, and I was like,
Yep.
"What in the world is going on? Like, are they seriously about to let these guys steal the show?"
That's tough. I mean, I can't laugh because I mean, we almost lost to Florida State the second game. Well, we beat them bad the first game, and then they no, I actually had that backwards. We beat them by 1 point the first game, and then beat them by 40 the second time. But Chase Hunter had a game winning and one in the first game, and we survived. So Florida State, they've been playing better, but I can't.
Also,
We lost to Louisville, so I can't really laugh at y'all too much.
yeah, I saw that. I was like, "Well, there goes the bottom of the barrel of the jokes."
Yeah. Did you
That'd
see
be
that
better,
dog
T2.
took a shit on Louisville's court?
Yeah, a lot better.
Okay.
So you got I see you got totally not depressed. He's in the chat, so I guess I could deliver some Jacksonville State news for him. Defensive analyst from the Miami Hurricanes, Terry Jefferson, has accepted a role as cornerbacks coach at Jacksonville State. So there you go. Jacksonville State just got a new cornerbacks coach from the Miami Hurricane. He was defensive analyst.
But back to the bad news for Jacksonville State. It's still in bumfuck Egypt in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, so my guy's heading on over to sweet home Alabama.
I mean, I drive by it all the time going down I-20 headed to Atlanta. If you blink, you'll miss it.
Yeah, but I mean, Jacksonville State, they're not really worrying about anything because their real home field is at what, Tallahassee?
They did plant their flag there.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
they sure did. So ACC
I don't think we've ever lost to
tiebreak.
an FCS team.
I'd have to look up and say. Well, I'm sure. I know for a fact Miami did years and years and years and years ago.
I'm talking about since FCS, since Division One made the split. So since it was one 1A and 1AA / FCS, I know we haven't lost since that split happened.
Yeah, I don't think Miami has either.
But Florida State has.
That, but I don't think so.
South Carolina has.
Florida has too.
Florida has too, yeah. Because Georgia Southern wasn't. Yeah, no, yeah.
It was the next year they moved up.
Yeah.
It was that win over Florida that bolstered them up.
Oh man.
It's just like Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State beating Florida State, and then they started moving. They started the process to move up to FBS. What conference are they? Are they joining the Sun Belt? Am I right?
Florida State?
No, Jacksonville State. Are they joining the Sun Belt? Or
Sun Belt would make sense.
Yeah, T&D will he'll say it. I think that's right though. Oh, Conference USA. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Moving on up to the east side. All right, so I guess TBD did an interview. I guess he did an interview talking about, let me pop
Is he
that
going to
up
score
real
Surf
quick.
on Gaddis now that he can't? Now that he's gone, I'd love to see that. Him just out here flaming Josh Gaddis.
Shit, he needs to go out there and flame that offensive line. That's the
All right,
reason he
hold on,
missed all
let me
those
see.
games.
All right, here we go. TBD
A little bit more
himself.
about that, just in terms of motivation or things.
Wait, what? Yeah, see, I gotta get rid of
Feeling as
StreamYard.
now you head into the spring and next season.
Yeah, nobody likes losing. I mean, 5-7 is not cutting it. It's It's awful. We're at Miami. We're a championship program, and we have to play at that level. And just thinking about being 5-7, just it makes me upset, and all the other guys upset as well. And I don't think we've worked harder in my time here these past 2 months. And we just have to keep working until like that until the season, and do that through the season as well.
Wait a minute.
One of the things that has been important to you when we've talked in the past is the idea of leaving a legacy at Miami. I know you've talked with Bernie Kosar and Steve Walsh and some of those guys that have come through and done exactly that with the Canes. What would it mean for you to go out this year, erase those demons of last year, and really kind of put your mark on the Miami football program long term?
Yeah, it's definitely would be great being part of the legacy. I want to make one for myself, and speaking of those guys, I've met most of them, great players back in the day, and I look up to them. So just leaving here a legacy would be great. But I'm more worried about winning and helping my teammates out, being a leader for them, and just getting the ball to the playmakers.
Tyler, what is the biggest thing that you want to see, not just out of your offense, but just out of the entire team now here in spring football?
Yeah, just the connection between all of us. That's the biggest thing in football. It's a team sport, so you have to grow a connection with every single person on the team. And when you become close like family, that's when you start playing well. Obviously, you have to execute on the field and do all that. But once you start becoming close like a family, that's when everything starts coming together. And I just want to see some more of that, and we have gotten better at that. And obviously, everyone's just doing their jobs and not focusing on this person's job or this person's, and just doing what they got to do for everyone to be successful.
All right, so that's Tyler Van Dyke's. That's what he had to say to ESPN. You were saying something, Slim?
You mean this crusty motherfucker here talking about we haven't worked harder than we have in the last 2 months? Y'all couldn't do that shit 8 months ago when Middle Tennessee shoved your shit in? Really?
Hey, maybe they motivated now. You know what I'm saying? They got some off now. They done got it. Sometimes it take your butt to get kicked to get motivated. You know what I'm saying?
I know that
They
ain't
got the
sorry
ass
in
kicks 8 months ago.
there. What's up, man?
Shout out to TVD, man.
It takes them 6 months to realize, oh fuck, we got to do something different.
Hey, maybe they motivated now because they know they're going to the SEC.
You know what? They probably told him. Hold
on, Slim. Let me have Sarge address this. What's the deal with? Okay, so you got the Georgia pipeline to the NFL, but you also have the Georgia pipeline to jail. So what's going on with that?
Penitentiary.
Yeah, it happens everywhere, man. It's just when you win 29 out of 30 games, if you spit on the sidewalk, it's gonna get attention. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. This is a little bit different.
This ain't just a spit on the sidewalk. This is.
Hey, did nobody have that energy when they were ripping Miami up and down for players doing shit?
Yeah, when your team is relevant and somebody on your team does something, it's gonna get thrown all over the news. That's just how it is, man.
So what's the details on this late arrest?
Oh, with Jalen?
Yeah, what happened? What's going on with him? How did this all occur?
What I seen on the news is they got Devin and Chandler, the two that passed away. They got their SUV on camera, going through downtown Athens, and they got Jalen following them on camera going through downtown Athens. Now Jalen had an NIL deal with a car dealership in Ohio, so he had the Jeep Trackhawk. You know what I'm saying? He had the souped up Trackhawk. Mm-hmm. He had a speeding ticket and a couple other tickets while he was, this past season while he's in the Trackhawk. It's a lot of speculation, man. I don't want to. I mean, I do have inside information, but I don't want to speak on it in respect to the families. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday would have been Devin's 21st birthday. So it's a lot going on, man. You have, two young people that lost their lives. You also have two other people that were in the vehicle. They survived, but they'll never be the same. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's physically or mentally. McClendon I think he is going to the NFL. I don't know if he'll get drafted or not, but he was in the vehicle. And then there's another female passenger in the vehicle too that survived. But speed and alcohol, it was alcohol in the driver's system, and they were traveling at an excessive speed. So that's what happens.
They were going like 85 or something in a 40.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
100 miles an hour.
Yeah. That might be a media thing. I think you would have to speak to the people who were actually on the scene, who analyzed the accident to tell how fast they were going. But I know Devin was ejected from the vehicle, so he was pronounced on the scene, and then Chandler, I think she survived the initial accident, but she didn't make it in the hospital. But it's two lives lost, man. One day you're here, the next day you're gone. You know what I'm saying? So, you can celebrate a championship. You just got to do things the right way. And when you don't do things the right way, man, it's consequences.
Yeah. It's a sad situation.
Yeah. It's really bad, man. And the team, the guys on the team, the faculty, the staff, man, they'll never recover, from what happened, man. And that's a lot of things that happen in the military too. You have people, in the military, certain things happen to them or happen to their friends. And on the surface, it might look like they're all right, but 2, 3, 4 years down the line, man, it's never going to go away. It's always going to be in the back of their mind. Those mental scars is what affects people mentally.
So it's an article here by David Lakes from 247 Sport Inside the U, talking about a player from each position to look out for this season. So obviously at quarterback, first up is Tyler Van Dyke. So running back wise, he has Don Chaney, which I'm looking forward to see what Don Chaney has in store this season too, if he could stay healthy. Receiver, Kobe Young. The transfer had a little upside last year, if you could say any of our receivers had any upside. Tight end, Skinner. So look out for Skinner. He might be.
He's saying mid.
That's a Clemson guy. Everything's going down. Ever since Georgia broke Clemson, everything's just been going downhill.
What Clemson tight ends looking like? What Clemson tight ends looking like?
Our tight ends are good. We got Brennan Stool and Brennan Stool, former 5-star tight end. He was ranked higher than Brock Bowers coming out.
We don't care.
Yeah, a lot of people was ranked higher than Brock Bowers. You know what? That's a good point.
Bowers was the number 2 or 3 tight end, depending on where you look. So it wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
So, but Brennan Stool was number 1. So,
but I don't think Bowers was a 5-star. I think Bowers was a 4-star.
No, he was a high 4. Yeah, he was a high 4.
Now, OG says Athens police say they was racing. So the players was racing.
They were. Well, did they say, the speed at which they were going was consistent with racing, and they had video of them overtaking cars and stuff, and so they were.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's the word on the street. But like I said, I'm not gonna say anything out of respect for the families. But Oscar Delp, man. That's the number 2 tight end behind Brock, man. He's something to be reckoned with too. He's about 6'4", 230.
Georgia still always got dudes at tight end. Oscar. But a lot of teams wanted Delp. Clemson wanted him. Bama wanted him.
You can hear me? You hear me, Slim?
Yeah, I hear you. Sorry, I was in the store.
I love the way. I just love the way they're telling us about Georgia and Clemson's tight end. But you know what I got to say to that?
I'm here to tell you right now. I'm here to tell you right now. Let me tell you, we don't care. We don't care. Let me tell you,
they're both better than Skinner. I know that.
Back in the day, Miami was tight end you.
That's true. That's true. That hasn't been the case.
Come on, T2Y. Come on, T2Y.
Right, Anyway, back to our scheduled programming.
I mean, Will Mallory was supposed to be, I know they got, Brevin Jordan was good, but, Will Mallory was supposed to be that dude, and he never.
Well, no, Will Mallory was that dude. He just can't block a damn thing. When it comes to catching the ball, he's great.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, back to our scheduled programming. We got offensive lineman Matt Lee, the transfer out of UCF. He's one of those guys that, David Lake said to look out for. Defensive lineman
UCF.
Angelique Kelly. Yeah, he transferred.
UCF.
One of the best centers in the country transferred from UCF to Miami. Yeah, that guy. Angelique Kelly, of course, on the defensive end side. Going into this season,
I know y'all are just trying to talk shit, but Bama's best offensive lineman was the one they got from Vanderbilt. So just because they
I know. That make you look how sad their season was. Their best lineman came from Vandy.
I'm not even gonna laugh because we could have used that Vanderbilt offensive lineman last year. But that's a different story.
At the defensive tackle position, they got Ahmad Moulton. Obviously, after Darrell Jackson transferred to Florida State, he'll definitely get more snaps now. Linebacker transfer, Francisco Maigoa. Francis' brother, we just got him, the 5-star offensive lineman. That's his brother out of Washington State. So
isn't that the big brother that's bigger than the little brother?
Yeah.
Or smaller than the little brother, my bad.
Smaller than the little brother, but different position. One's playing offensive line, the other one's playing linebacker.
Well, I know that.
So,
my little brother's 6'2", but he don't want no parts of me.
My brother like 5'7". You definitely don't want no parts.
My brother
he's the big brother.
My brother's probably 6'1", 6'2".
At the cornerback
yeah,
position,
but you're like 6'9".
Yeah, I know. Well, but yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait. Whoa. Jordan Bowman, you 6'9"?
No, I'm not 6'9".
He's up there.
I'm like 6'4", 6'5".
I was gonna say,
and he's every bit of 6'5", maybe even 6'6".
Did you play college sports?
Nah.
He tall for
what?
I didn't hit my growth spurt till I was a junior.
Yeah, you tall.
Still.
And that motherfucker hit him like a ton of bricks. I can attest to that.
Me like a ton of bricks. I played JV football.
My goodness, man. We'd have had you in camp all 4 years down here.
Yeah, I know.
That's what you say.
If I could do things differently.
Hey, T2Y, we'd have had you in camp too, T2Y. We'd have put you at DN, T2Y.
But I was more of a basketball kid in high school. I played JV my first 2 years, and then I quit. I was mid, but I wouldn't say I'm mid now. I'll dunk on you, bro.
Oh man! All right, so cornerback position, Devontae Brown. He's coming in, also another transfer from UCF. One of the top cornerbacks
watch out
in
for
the country.
Dikembe Bowman.
Defensive back.
I'm more like Manute Bowl. I'm too skinny to be Dikembe.
So at the defensive back position, they're talking about James Williams, another guy to look out for. He should have a little bit of upside this season.
Come on, James. James, if you'd have just listened to Kirby, you would have 2 rings on your finger right now.
James Williams will be all right if he'll just calm down and quit trying to play the superhero.
It's also possible that he would have been in jail right now.
That's a possibility too.
Hey, that man will have 2 rings on his finger right now.
I think that should be Georgia's motto. You either going to the NFL or you're going to jail.
Well, Harry, come to Georgia, you can get a ring and a set of bracelets.
Man, that's tough.
I mean, as long as you can get charged with anything, as long as you don't get convicted, you know what? It's all good.
No, it really ain't, because in the court of public opinion, you're done for.
I mean, yeah, who cares about public opinion when you got millions of dollars?
You ain't gonna get millions of dollars with that public opinion. The NFL won't touch you.
Really? So 15 players who got drafted last year don't have millions of dollars.
Are they? They're not in prison, are they?
You're not going to
exactly.
You're not getting endorsed when you tell somebody, "Oh, I was drunk one day racing my friends and killed somebody."
Yeah, but you can't verify that Jalen was drunk, man. And he didn't kill nobody, man. See, y'all look at the news and then y'all just jump to
Yeah,
conclusions
no, he's not gonna get. He's not gonna
like
get
that,
charged with anything.
like
I
that,
think he's
like
getting
that
charged
movie,
with
The
two.
Office. The Office, where you jump to conclusions. Y'all jumping to
You
conclusions,
might
man.
as well say whoever the driver was, he just got locked up on a RICO. You know,
And
If he
what we
wasn't,
talking about the same? What we talking about the same thing last night at Bowman when Luke was trying to talk about that Alabama basketball player being an accessory to murder?
oh
yeah.
yeah, don't let me get on the Gumps now. The Gumps is worse than us. We got some issues, but the Gumps take the cake, bro.
Listen, you and the Gumps are still small potatoes. That people would have to have 30 players arrested for 30 years in a row to come anywhere near the type of time that you're going to get out of the 2008 Florida team.
Okay, yeah. You're right about that.
Yeah, no, there's no matching that. That is historic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's the top of the mountain right there.
That
And
ain't
they were
a mountain you want
quarterbacked
to
by
be
a
on
preacher.
the top of. Yeah, right.
Shout out to the
man.
Lizards, man. Is this Florida Wednesday?
See, that's why they had to have Tebow, though. You had to have somebody to put in front of the camera that actually was the nice guy, because you couldn't put the rest of
Yeah,
the
they had 3 murderers, a racist, like it's crazy, man.
Yeah, they had a lot, bro. They had a lot.
Man,
Hey, T2Y, man.
You had a set of twins on there moving more bricks than El Chapo.
Yeah, you had a bunch of drug
Hey,
dealers.
T2Y, man. What's gonna be better, y'all offense or y'all defense?
Defense.
I think defense. I think the defense.
Really?
Defense will be better. Yeah,
But that's
offense
also a low bar, and it doesn't mean it's going to be very good. It's just going to be the better of the two.
Yeah, I think the offense was so terrible last year that the defense definitely going to improve more. I mean, but if you look at it from going from horrible, now if you look at it from going from horrible to maybe normal or a little bit on the plus side, then you'll say the offense is going to have a tremendous upgrade.
Hang on, T2I. Look at Iowa. It can get worse.
Yeah, it can get worse.
It can get worse.
Well, we ain't Iowa.
When I found out Coach Schumann was staying,
Daybird is a hawk. We are Iowa. We ain't Iowa.
When I found out Coach Schumann was staying, I was like, "Oh, that's a three-peat." As soon as I found out he was staying at UGA, I was like, "Oh, get ready for another ring, fellas."
I'm
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
I'm more in line with some realistic Georgia fans. Y'all probably just lost the best coach on your team next to Kirby.
We might have, but that don't mean we're gonna lose any games.
Hold on, quick shout out to C-Dog.
He ain't there to make something out of
Quick
Jackson.
shout out to C-Dog because I seen a theatrical video today by C-Dog.
Oh yeah, the one he just put out.
That was pretty.
It was a great
That was
video.
pretty dope. I was like, damn. Whoever edited
C-Dog
that
act like
video
he
did a hell
not
of a
gonna
job.
troll us, but as soon as the season kick off, he gonna still troll us. C-Dog is the reason why we went 15-0.
Well, he's figuring that out now.
Yeah, he's figured that out, and that's why he's gonna stop buying the hat of every team you play.
He's not, bro. Bro, YouTube is a business, bro. He gonna get all the views,
in the garbage, bro.
all the comments. Come on now.
I can help C-Dog out a lot and save him a lot of money too. All he has to do is get a hat that say Georgia don't play nobody.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Just wear it every week.
Yeah, just Google the winning percentages of all the teams we played when we went 15-0, and it'll be the most difficult schedule in the nation.
All you gotta do is put on a hat that says, "What happened after we broke Clemson?"
Now, Sarge, be real. That might be a true statement this year, because I don't even think Georgia Tech is your toughest non-con game.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like that's how college football works. When you play a hard schedule and you beat everybody, they say you ain't played nobody. Then when you get an easy schedule and you beat everybody, what they say, you ain't played nobody.
I'm just saying that this year, y'all got your easy schedule this year.
Hold on,
Yeah.
talking about Lenoir, how did you come to this hypothesis? I believe the special team will be better than the offense and defense.
Damn.
Wasn't that the case last year?
No, hell no. We
Don't
muffin
forget,
punts and shit.
a fumble,
Oh,
a muff punt on
I
special
didn't think about
teams was the difference in the A&M game.
I was just thinking
Yeah.
about the specialists, like the kicker and punter. I wasn't thinking about return. Yeah.
Y'all was supposed to beat A&M, man.
Well, hell, if a wide receiver could catch a damn ball, they would have.
I remember when we came out of that game wondering whether it was like, man, that was a good game for Miami. They competed and everything, and it turns out both teams were just garbage.
Did y'all go after any UGA players in the transfer portal?
I heard tell about them going after one, but I don't know.
Isn't Singletary from Georgia?
Yeah, Jaheim Singletary's from Georgia. He played corner.
I think we're closing in on him if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's the one I read about.
Okay. But what about Ari Gilbert, Blaylock?
I forgot
a couple
Gilbert
linemen
still
we had
exists.
hit the portal.
Man, I forgot. Where did Gilbert end up at? Nebraska? Where did he go?
Nebraska, yeah.
He ended up in Nebraska.
Now this
crazy.
This Saturday coming up, Miami's gonna have a whole bunch of prospects on campus. I think over 30, 35 if I'm not mistaken.
That's cute.
So they all come down for for the Pitt versus Miami game. They'll all end up there. Even though the game sold out and I didn't get ticket, I'm still gonna go down there. You don't have to
Okay.
go down there and see Miami lose.
Okay, Miami fans. Now that he has now that Cristobal has a top 10 recruiting class, do y'all believe in him now? Yes or no?
No.
Let me say this.
Y'all still don't believe in him, man?
I always said I believed in him.
Hey, listen, it's not a matter of believing in him. It's a matter of the shit don't happen in one season, and
Right.
you got to dig them out of the hole they're in. And it's going to take a couple.
Right.
It's going to take probably still a couple more years.
All right. Now you see what team had the highest recruiting budget in the nation, right? The Georgia Bulldogs, and now we're back-to-back champions. So y'all gonna have to up your recruiting budget.
I don't think they need to up there. I don't think recruiting is the issue.
Wait, who got the biggest budget and all
recruiting's
that
not
other
the
stuff?
issue. Sir, we
Who got all
were
the
top 10
budget?
and we went 5 and 7.
What team got all the biggest budget and all that?
We do. We
I'm
spent.
here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
Hit him again with it, T2.
I'm just saying, if y'all up y'all recruiting budget, you might start. You know what I'm saying? Bring some
How
players.
much more can they up their
Get some
recruiting
wins.
budget?
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
listen, here. If that's your line of thought, name me all the problems in the world that have been solved by simply throwing money at it. I'll wait.
Look at the results.
I got some problems. I got probably throw some money at.
Yeah,
I mean,
throwing
y'all got
money at a
the-
problem doesn't solve it. It's like Jordan said, recruiting's not the
Taxes,
problem.
I guess.
Now, what I did like
think-
though, when I went to the game against Florida State the other day, what I did like was when I came outside and I seen 3 construction sites, which was like amazing. Amazing.
Wait,
now,
wait.
I did see one of these construction sites that seemed to look about, if I'm not mistaken, about 7 stories high.
Hey, T&D Big Jack said recruiting does not equal wins. Do y'all agree with that?
Yes, it
No,
does.
there is no guarantee. He's absolutely right. You can listen. You can have Alabama's talent with Will Muschamp as the head coach, and they're still going to be fucking terrible.
Yeah. Recruiting is a starting point. You have to have it, but it's not good enough by itself.
It's either that or have Manny Diaz.
It's a factor, though, right? Don't y'all agree that it's a
Nobody
factor?
said
You
it's
gotta
not a
have the
factor.
Jimmys and Joes.
No, yeah,
Well,
nobody
yes,
said
everybody
that.
agrees it's a factor.
But it's not the end all be all. It's a starting point. You have to have it. It's the baseline. but it's not good enough by itself if you want.
So if Miami was top 3 in recruiting for 4 years straight, y'all don't think y'all would win more games?
Not if they're not being coached up.
Definitely.
Look at Texas A&M. Look at Texas A&M.
Because some of those games that we lost, you got to go back and look at it. We lost some of those games by 3 or even a score. A lot of those games that we lost, especially during Manny's first year, it's not like we was
those games because you weren't talented.
No, but if we had more talent, top 3 talent consistently, like he's saying, we would have won those games.
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying.
We would have just out talent those guys. We would have out athletic. We would have been more athletic than them.
Man, me and Slim, when me and Slim are agreeing on something, that means
I'm not saying we're gonna go. I'm not saying we're gonna be some championship team or whatever, but if we lose a couple games by 3 points, those games could have been swung if we had top 3 talent, 3-4 consecutive years, like he's saying.
You're using the example of when Manny was there. The problem was Manny because he had never been a head coach.
Yeah,
Manny. I'm talking about Manny or any coach. Any coach in general. Any coach in general. If you have top 3 classes, you could mess up, but some of those athletic players going to make up for your mess up on the field.
Sometimes.
Exactly.
Some of those games where we lost, where we didn't have talent, it possibly would have swung the other way.
So that maybe that's good enough for 1 or 2, more wins a season. That still doesn't get
exactly, but it's still more than what we did.
I don't know, but it's still that's still at a certain point. There's a threshold
now,
where
top 3. But if you got the coaches now to actually coach them, that's better than Manny and all that. Then you could say, okay, we got top 3 classes these many years. Now we're not looking at 7 or 8 wins. We're looking at 10 to 12 wins.
I don't know.
If Mario brings in 2 more top 10 recruiting classes,
all got to come together.
Well, no,
I expect y'all to win the ACC.
No,
I expect y'all to win the ACC. If Mario keeps recruiting like he does.
Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. He can recruit like that all he wants. If he has 3 offensive coordinators in that time, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, you got to stop firing coaches.
I mean, the problem is staring Miami fans in the face for 15 years, and nobody wants to own up to it.
Stop firing coaches.
And another thing.
Well, I 100% agree with you on that.
Hold on. Let me. And there's another thing, and I agree with Slim's point. And there's another thing. I mean, because if you're looking at Miami's schedule every given year, they've always put they got 2 or 3 teams that are typically as or if not more talented than them. So I mean, just because you're throwing more talent at the problem doesn't mean you're going to. So maybe you get that extra win over Duke or something like that, or Virginia Tech, but if you don't have the coaching, you're still going to lose those. You're still going to lose those games to Clemson, to a Florida State when they're good, North Carolina, and so there's a diminishing return there where you stop. Like, yeah, you'll get, instead of 6 wins, maybe you get 8 wins, and instead of 8 wins, maybe you get that.
It's going to take them top 10 classes.
You're going to peak,
year after year.
If you don't get the coaching.
Take top 10 classes, but here's the thing: Miami's played 18 seasons in the ACC. Who's been the most talented team, basically every single year for the last 18 years in the Coastal Division? Miami.
Yeah.
So I mean, that right there shows you it's not a talent problem.
It's a coaching problem.
Because nobody's faulting Miami for losing the games to the teams they're where the teams have more talent than them. That's not the problem.
Yeah, it was a different problem, 15 years ago with Randy Shannon, because he didn't have the money to keep coaches there, so everybody left to go get more money, and I can't blame them.
Hey, well, my thing is, my fault.
I'm sorry. No, you're good.
No. Keep talking. I thought you were done.
No, I was just saying, since then, it's changed into, and you've heard people on YouTube say it, it's been so long, we're just tired of waiting. Y'all were 4 games into the season talking about firing people.
That's true.
Get their ass up out of here.
That's the
I
thing with some
remember
of these Miami fans, man.
Miami fans were pissed.
Yeah, man. Some of these Miami fans, man, they don't want to wait for the progress, man. They want the progress to happen right
Just
now.
remember, Kirby's first year, he lost to Vandy and Georgia Tech.
And Tennessee.
Yeah.
And Tennessee.
Yeah.
I can't relate. Never went to the ACC
Jordan Bowman
first year, but that's a different story. But he did lose to South Florida and lost to South Carolina 5 years in a row. So yeah, there's that.
Hey, well, on Jordan Bowman part, where when you just mentioned, you said nobody's fault in Miami for losing the games like to teams that got better talent. I mean, of course, I'm not faulting us either, but what I am faulting is that we're not putting up a game against these teams.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with
that. That's what I have a problem with. We lost to y'all. We lost to y'all, Jordan Bowman, last year. We lost to what was it, 40-something to 10 or something like that.
10, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 40-10, man. And that score was like 40 to 28 or 40 to 30. I would have looked at it like, oh, okay, yeah, we lost, but we still y'all didn't blow us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, man, it's like I want to see us start competing on this field too. But it's just like what Slim said, and I always been saying that too. We ain't gonna if after this year we end up having coaches leave, then we're gonna keep restarting over every year.
Well, and listen, I get automatically, and I've already heard this in several shows, not just T2Is, but other Miami Hurricanes YouTubers, and seen it all. Well, what about TCU? Yes.
Whoa.
But, I mean, do you want to bank your mortgage on the exception to the rule? No, you're not.
Yeah, no, but I agree with that. I mean, Sam's got a point.
Hey, man, every time I see something purple, man, I just bust out laughing.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. But no, but seriously, but in all seriousness, TCU had a great year. Obviously, the ending was before, but that team won 5 games the year before.
Oh, Lord have mercy, man.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. TCU was balling.
And for everything people were talking about TCU, what were we all saying week after week? They're playing with fire. They're having to come back to beat everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely had some luck involved in how it was a great year, and it was either way, it was a great job what Sonny Dykes did, but that's not repeatable. That's like
listen, Miami's had their luck. How do you think we won 10 games in 2017 with half a football team?
Oh yeah, the Cardiac Canes. Yeah, I remember that.
It was all
What's
defense.
What's your thoughts on the ACC possibly merging with the Pac-12?
That ain't happening.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Come to the SEC. No.
It's not happening.
Even if it was happening, I don't like it. I don't like that, man. I'm not really with that going to the Pac-12. I don't really think that team, that's the teams we should be around. We should go. I mean, I can understand going to the Big Ten. You get what I'm saying if we don't go to the SEC, but the Pac-12, no, I don't agree with that.
Send FSU to the SEC, please, man, please. I want them in I want FSU in the SEC so bad, man.
Florida won't allow it. Florida won't allow it to happen.
Yeah, Florida.
Man, get past them Florida, man.
Them baby
That's
Florida.
It's got to be basically unanimous. And Florida's not gonna allow Miami or FSU.
I don't know about that. Because if the rest of the conference wants Florida State in, they're going to get in. I mean, it's the same thing happened to Texas A&M. Like A&M was pissed when they when they said Texas and OU were joining, and A&M was like, well, "What the hell? Why didn't you guys consult?" They even had a meeting behind Texas A&M's back to bring Texas and Oklahoma into the conference. So I mean, I wouldn't put it beyond the SEC to go behind Florida's back.
I need them. I need FSU.
I need SEC to troll A&M and make them play Texas every year just because
they have because the ratings, like there's no way it doesn't that game doesn't get played because of it it would do numbers.
Yeah, we gotta have that, Slim. You're right about that. We need that.
I just want it for the troll factor. I want to hear A&M fans bitch,
Oh,
piss,
A&M
moan,
fans
whine,
would,
and complain on the
they
internet.
would.
Boy, A&M fans, boy, they cry worse than Jimbo, bro.
Oh man, that Twitter meltdown would be legendary.
And don't let them get blown out.
Here's a valid question. A&M's got talent.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be any different with Petrino there?
I
Because
think it'll be
everybody knows
different.
he can put together a hell of an offense.
Yeah.
That dude, him and your boy from Florida, man, they are good offensive coordinators, man.
Yeah, and I mean, and A&M's got talent. They've got Connor Wegman. He's a talented quarterback. Like, he can play.
Yeah, him and Dan Mullen, man. Petrino and Dan Mullen, man. Them motherfuckers are dangerous as play callers, man. They're dangerous.
Dan Mullen ain't.
Bro, Dan Mullen is an excellent play caller, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie,
he's
man.
a great play caller, but
if he went to the Gumps, man,
he's still getting paid by Florida. I mean, he's just chilling right now.
Would, as an
So
OC,
why not?
I would consider Mullen top 5.
So why not the Pac-12 merging with the ACC? Do you guys not think the games will be worth watching?
It's not that they wouldn't be worth watching. It's the logistics of that don't work.
Yeah, it's too far of a distance, man.
Yeah, well, tell that to the Big 12. And
do
then also tell that to the Big 10.
T2Y, you're on the East Coast, so do you want to be watching Miami, play Arizona at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night?
I wouldn't mind.
That's what it would be. That game would be at 10, 11 o'clock at night for it to be like a 7 o'clock kickoff there.
Yeah, you got to play Washington State and all them other UCLA.
Well, no, not UCLA, because UCLA is in the Big Ten. So that's the thing. I'm like, why would you hitch your wagon to the Pac-12 without the best brands in the conference? I'm just like, it doesn't it doesn't.
It's not necessarily getting the best teams or the best brands. It's about the market. It's about the areas.
Well,
you're not getting the areas. That's the problem, because you don't get LA with USC and UCLA. I mean, Oregon and Washington, and then who else?
That's what I'm saying. Go get Oregon and Washington.
Then why not just add them to the ACC instead of it? Because
that's what I'm saying. It could be merged. You can merge or you can steal those teams. Because right now, to be honest, the Pac-12 is up for grabs.
Well, if you wanted to steal them, that's a different story, because they're renegotiating their deal right now, and if something falls through, they'll be.
Man, they want to merge the Pac-12 so the ACC can get some easy wins. Man, that's all it is, because they know the Pac-12 is fucking trash. That's all it is, man.
And why do you want Florida State to come to the SEC again?
Because, man, Florida State fans.
That's
Florida
it.
State.
That's it. So
no. It's not that. It's not that T2Y. It's not that T2Y. Florida State beat LSU on a block extra point, and now they done won double-digit games, and now they freaking head is the size of a freaking hot air balloon, man.
All right. Well, speaking of Florida State,
you're going to see that come crashing down this season, so that's all right.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking of Florida State, how you guys feel about Jordan Travis winning the Heisman this year?
I mean, I'm not gonna laugh at it. I mean,
oh my goodness, boy! Come on, T2. I stop playing, man.
Okay, I'm not gonna laugh at it like they did, but I'll say this:
it's a hot topic right now.
I would give Stetson Bennett better odds to win the Heisman this coming up season than Jordan Travis.
Well, that's crazy. He's not well. Yeah. Well, now I get what you're saying.
Hey, T2Y, what's the number one FSU fan that come on here? What's his name?
No Blood Raw.
No. The other dude.
You talking about BB?
Henry?
No, BB's Gator fan.
Oh, not BB, but yeah.
You talking about Henry Lee?
Yeah. When we was on one of T2Y's lives, Henry Lee said, "We don't care about high school kids. We care about the transfer portal."
Oh, I remember that. I think
that was so crazy, bro. That he said that. I was laughing that night, bro. That was so crazy.
He said, "We need some players with experience. We don't care about the deal. We don't care about recruiting. All we care about is the transfer portal."
My boy trying to win now.
That's crazy to say because his own coach.
My boy say after them 2 seasons of being below 500, I just want to win now.
That man says, "Screw recruiting. We don't care about recruiting. It's all about the transfer portal."
That boy say,
everybody says that who can't recruit.
That's exactly what he
just
said.
Like Manny Diaz said it.
Help them high school kids.
Hang on. I have heard that perpetuated over and over and over again. Where are y'all getting this from that Manny Diaz could recruit? That man had a top 20 class with a 6-6 record.
I mean,
it was a miracle.
Yeah, but the thing is that he just couldn't develop. That was the problem. So he was substituting his shortcomings with trying to do all of that.
Slim. If we kept Manny Diaz last year, we would have had a top 50 class.
I mean, I don't know.
Because wasn't now? Here's the funny thing: wasn't he the same one that said in 2022 before he got fired, "We're not worried about the recruits. We're going to go in the transfer portal"?
Nah, that's Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen, the only one that ever came out and said he didn't care about recruit.
Yeah,
he said we'll talk about recruiting when the season's over.
If Manny would have said that, Manny would have been gone. I don't think nobody would have had problems with him being fired if he had said that.
At a press conference, he's like, we'll talk about recruiting when the season's over.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: it showed if he didn't say it, he damn sure showed it because Mario had to save the little bit of 8 that we had and add to it.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Said, look,
Hold on, Slim. DJ says that Miami is the reason the ACC is falling apart. They put y'all on weak coastal and couldn't hold your weight. FSU and Clemson has been carrying the conference. So we're the reason it's falling apart.
I mean, I can't call
so Miami is the reason. Is Miami the reason why y'all have Duke, all these other sorry ass schools in the conference?
No.
Miami didn't live up to their billing when they brought them in.
Right.
Okay, but is it Miami's fault that all these other teams that's in the ACC is worthless?
No, but it's Miami's fault that they're worthless.
There's only 4 teams in the ACC, like 5 teams in the ACC that's worth anything.
Yeah, and now I will agree with you on this.
Really, only one of them up until this past year was carrying their weight. So, like,
I mean, I will agree with Slim on this one. We didn't have.
Hold on. So
I will agree with him.
So you're telling me that Clemson was carrying the ACC until Georgia broke them?
No.
Got him. Got him.
No, because we're still carrying the ACC. I mean, what are you talking about?
Hey, I'm standing on Miami with 9 wins. 9 wins for Miami this year. I stand on it.
What team?
Well, we appreciate that, Shark, but I'm not.
Teams have won the last 3 national titles for the ACC.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a factual statement. Miami fans get mad about it if they want. That's a factual statement.
Yeah.
Clemson.
Now, here's my thing about that. I agree with that. I agree with that to a certain extent because of the simple fact is that we didn't have the type of funding that they had. Now, once we have the funding for it, now it shouldn't be no excuses. We had a lock on our shit. We had locks and stuff on ours.
Miami hasn't done anything in the ACC, but is it Miami's fault that these other ACC teams ain't worth a crap?
No, they ain't worth a damn because they ain't worth a damn. Miami is the one that is mediocre because of their own doing. So I agree with you on that.
But hey, Virginia Tech deserves blame too. But I'm saying
it's also not Georgia's fault that Vanderbilt and Arkansas are fucking trash cans too.
Right.
Everybody needs to be held accountable for their own. That's the whole bottom line of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's just what it is.
I can tell you right now, if any conference came and wanted to pick the ACC apart, they're going to say Miami, Florida State, Clemson, North Carolina, and Pitt. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you got. That's all you got.
I don't even know if they would get Pitt. I think they'd take Duke over Pitt, to be honest, just because of basketball.
Pitt got an upside right now in the ACC in football and basketball. They're doing pretty well.
I don't know. Pitt. The problem is Pitt doesn't draw like they don't have the fan base and they don't bring the money, the TV viewers in either sport. that you would need.
Jordan
Like Duke has the academics, they have the brand, they have all of that.
Like even in the city of Pittsburgh. Now this is coming. I don't know how valid this is, but I know the guy does his research. Coming from a West Virginia fan, according to him, the TV numbers, West Virginia draws better in the city of Pittsburgh than Pitt does.
Oh yeah. That's all they got. That's all West Virginia got is football. This college football. They ain't got nothing else.
And Bears rolling on barrels.
Pennsylvania. We're talking West Virginia gets more viewership in the city of Pittsburgh than the Pitt Panthers do.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
That's the problem with Pitt. Like Pitt has the academics, but they don't have the brand or viewership. So
nah.
It's like,
hey, I'm calling it right now, man. 2026. 2026, the Hurricanes will win the ACC. Write it down.
I hope you're right. And I hope
if the ACC still exists.
I hope they do too.
It won't take that long.
I'm gonna tell you right now, so I
appreciate you soon, because if we go the entire life of the conference without Miami winning an ACC, well, not the entire life, but if we go the entire rest of the way without Miami winning the conference championship, that's gonna be
wait a minute, Bowman, I need you to retract that statement, because Miami actually has 2 ACC titles, just not in football.
Wait, say that again, sir?
I said Miami has 2 ACC titles, just not in football.
That's the problem. But
do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
I know they won it in basketball one year.
They won it baseball 1 year too.
Okay.
Hey, if you in the chat, Google college national championships in all sports, and Georgia comes in at number 2. LSU's number 1.
Oh yeah, we know. Yeah.
In the SEC, maybe.
No. In all the college sports.
No, that's not true.
Oh, you don't.
I'm not gonna lie. Until
USC,
somebody told
UCLA, they
Google it.
have way
Google
more.
it.
No, I don't need to.
Which team has the most championship in baseball?
In all the sports, LSU has the most national championships.
Yeah,
wait a minute. Just because LSU has 17 chess national championships, we ain't counting that shit.
I mean, hell, if you look at Texas A&M, they got about 3 million swimming championships, but I don't see no football trophies.
I just looked it up. Stanford has the most, and then UCLA with 20. So
right,
that's not accurate.
Can we get a list?
That is accurate. That's directly from the NCAA's website.
Can we get a
list
not
accurate
after 1970?
LSU has 48 national championships. Georgia has 46.
They have 40.
Can we get a list that comes after 1970 when they all weren't claiming them shit?
Oh yeah. Well then, that's gonna change things.
Yeah.
Because I mean, anybody could claim a championship. You know what? I won 3 games this year. I feel like a champion.
Hell, look at UCF. They claim. Hey, look at it this way. UCF claimed the championship. Their ass had banners and had a parade and all this shit in 2017. But Bama was the one that got the jury.
T2Y does have a point, because Bama had that banner halfway raised when they thought the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl.
Is that what FSU gonna do this year? Is FSU the new UCF?
I think FSU gonna be the new Vanderbilt.
I think they're the new UCF, dog.
I see what FSU try to do this year, but it ain't work. They try to claim my off-season championship.
Right. Let's see how far it takes.
FSU is the new UCF, man. I'm looking at it right now.
Maybe they'll get more than just cheeses and actually go to Disney World instead of that bootleg ass park they went to in Orlando.
Man, shout out to Clemson for going to the White House and accepting McDonald's and Burger King for dinner.
Yeah.
Shout out to Clemson, man.
And Georgia didn't even go to the White House. That's crazy.
Yeah, we too busy lifting weights.
Georgia said forget the White House. Let's go to the Waffle House.
That's crazy.
No, we said forget the White House. Get your ass to the weight room. We too busy lifting weights and running stadium steps. We ain't got time for no White House shit.
That's why your players were complaining and crying on Twitter. Yeah, y'all don't need the White House.
Yeah, I mean they're players. Players are gonna complain. They didn't complain when they went 15-0 though.
Yeah, but you don't want to talk about the White House.
Is it true though? They said that Biden fell asleep and forgot to invite y'all.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, you know what? I gotta go. I'm done.
I'm glad he did, man. We don't need to step foot.
That is true. He did forget. They gave him his pudding. His favorite rerun of Matlock was on, and he forgot all about it.
Hey,
you hell,
that
Slim.
Dude away from
you
us,
hell,
dog.
Slim.
That dude is a curse. Keep
Slim,
him away
you
from
are
Georgia
hell,
football,
Slim.
man.
Slim, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You are hell on wheels, and I love you for it, man. You are hell on wheels. I'm proud of you, man.
I know he the commander in chief, but keep him away from us, dog. We gonna keep doing what we doing to keep winning.
Commander in chief, the commander that sleeps.
Oh man.
Keep him away from us, dog.
Hey, I'm gonna be listening to the show. I might pop back here. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
We don't have fun and have pink birthday cakes and shoot water guns and all that stuff down here. We too busy working our ass off. We don't have water gun fights and water balloon fights.
Okay.
We don't have fun down here. We all business.
Man, the worst thing in the world for you on this app will be Georgia to lose a single game on their schedule next year. Because you're gonna get
bruh, it don't matter. I don't care how many games we lose, bro. We back-to-back champions, dog. We partying for 20 years straight.
Yeah, that's true.
we 15-0, man.
60 years before they win.
Hey, put a 1 in the chat if your team ever won 15-0 won a national championship.
Well, I mean, I can put a 1 in the chat. Let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, we did it first.
Yeah.
Clemson was the first.
Yeah, bro.
Georgia always copying.
We got enough partying. We got enough partying to do, bro. 29 out of 30 games we don't won. We got enough celebration to last us the next 100 years, man.
Oh yeah.
We've also won 29 out of 30 games. That's
TT
did that after us too. It's crazy.
See, we speaking about back-to-back championships and stuff like that. I have to switch it up. I just got to ask TTY this since I remember now. TTY, yo, LA Rams, you said how long they got to go before they win a championship?
I gave myself 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get 10 years.
No, but wait, but the Chiefs just won 2 in 4 years.
What the Chiefs got to do with my Rams?
No, I'm saying so. You don't think that your Rams should step it up?
I wouldn't care for the next 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't care for the next 10 years.
I just wanted to ask that question. I thought I was just trying to joke with you too. Why you always get on my dog?
After you wait 20 years for a championship, you become very understanding of how this thing works.
Oh yeah, imagine waiting 40.
Coming from the perspective. Hang on.
Now, right now, I'm monitoring. Hold on, Slim. Before you say it, I'm monitoring the Florida State versus USF game. Right now, USF is winning in like the 13th inning. They're winning 6-4, so hopefully they'll knock off Florida State.
Good. I mean, I can't even laugh about baseball right now because we are cheeks.
Hold on, we got somebody I haven't recognized in here. Central Florida, Kane. What's going on?
What they do, bro? You can hear me?
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody on the panel. I want to give my little opinion. I think Miami trending in the right direction. And I think we're gonna be back at the food chain. So I think we're gonna dominate the ACC. So
hell yeah.
Dominate.
Say it with your chest, bro. Say it with your chest.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna dominate the ACC and we're gonna dominate the college football arena. So, but that's all I want to say.
9 wins. Stand on 9 wins, bro. 9 wins.
Nah, I think we're going undefeated this year. I believe in these teams.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the
Say it, T2Y. 15-0. Be like stars, T2Y.
Got him. Got him.
But as a fan, you gotta be confident in your team. You know what I'm saying? You expect the best and playing for the worst. So I think
Bro, they told me I was a Disney dog, bro. When I said we was going 15-0 in March last year, they were like, "Man, what you smoking?"
If I put
you still a Disney dog. I stand
yeah,
by that.
I called 15-0. We went 15-0.
I stand by that.
If I put my money on 12-0 every year, I would never $1.
Yeah.
I called 15-0. We went 15-0.
It's confidence, but then there's a thing called reality. We got to step into it.
Yeah, if you trying to have a football conversation,
and the reality of the situation is, the Miami Hurricanes football team is cheeks.
I want to say we like cheap, nah. Like
listen,
we cheap, but we doing
cheeks,
bad.
right?
Oh, he said y'all must be cheeks.
No, I don't know about all that now. So
I do.
15 players drafted.
We not no cheats. We not no cheats. We got talent.
7 in the transfer portal.
We some Sam Smith at the Grammys musty ass cheeks, all right?
15 players drafted, 7 hit the transfer portal, and we lose our defensive coordinator. I say 15-0, man. You retarded. Then what happens?
All
right.
Holy crap. Some good news coming out of Florida State. They just giving away money like the lottery.
What happened?
So apparently they put out an update on the salaries of their coaches. So I guess Atkins, he went from 850 to 1.15 million.
There you go.
I mean, you got to pay your
Adam Fuller goes from 900. Adam Fuller goes from 900,000 to 1.2 million.
Now that's crazy. I don't think Fuller is that good.
Then 2024, that'll go up by another 100,000.
I think they're gonna regret Fuller giving Fuller that kind of raise.
Before I forget, T2, I wanted to ask that Miami Dolphins fan because I need a perspective from a Dolphins fan.
Okay.
How they gonna feel when Tampa gets Aaron Rodgers and wins another fucking Super Bowl before goddamn Dolphins do?
I don't know about all that. But I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to Tampa.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
They talking about he might go over there to the San Francisco, been a talk. There's some other people who are being talked. I ain't worried about no damn Tampa Bay.
How you gonna let Tampa Bay win 3 Super Bowls and the Dolphins ain't won one in that time?
Well, I don't know what's going on.
Hold on. Time out. Wait a minute. Time out. Wait a minute.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Tampa Bay has only won 2 championships, but continue.
They've been only.
I wish I could say my team only had 2 championships.
I can say it. I can say it for you. My team only have 2 championships.
There's a lot of teams don't have any.
Only.
Ain't that right, Sarge?
I'm a Titans fan, bro.
Yeah, you're right about that, bro.
Sarge, you a Falcons fan, ain't you?
Of course, man.
Oh Lord.
Right.
I'm loyal to the soil, bro. I am loyal to the soil.
I ain't mad at you for it. I'm just my condolences.
Hey, my Braves and my Bulldogs make up for where my Falcons lack.
Your Falcons ain't nothing.
Let me ask you this, Sarge. Would you be okay if your Braves don't win it for the next 10 years?
Yeah, because we just won 2 years ago.
High five. That's my dog.
As a matter of fact, I was on the field when we won. When we were in Houston, I was actually on the field in Atlanta watching the game with 28,000 fans that came to the stadium just to watch my Braves win the World Series.
So let me bring up the baseball championships for the last.
My Braves got 4. Braves got 4.
Well, I can't talk right now. I'm a Miami Marlins fan.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, my Braves got 3 different rings in 3 different cities.
I'm not an MLB fan. I'm not a huge MLB fan, so I can't.
I used to be a
No.
bigger MLB fan than I am, but some of those offs don't run me off.
We got Boston, Milwaukee, and Atlanta. We the only team to have 3 rings in 3 different cities.
Yeah, but they should have had 3 in the 90s by themselves.
They should have had about 6 in the 90s.
Well, yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't know what they're doing. They got that one in the 90s, but they just kept finding ways to fuck up.
In 95, yeah. But what's scary is the 96 team was better than the 95 team, and they lost.
Yeah. Well, I've had that argument with Miami Hurricanes fans before. I think the 2000 team was a better team than the 01 team, but the 01 team gets all the credit because they won it all.
Just like this year with my Bulldogs, the 21 team gets all the credit, but I think the 22 team was actually better.
I disagree about that. Actually,
I might be with him because Stetson was better in 22, and the defense wasn't
exactly.
But it wasn't
exactly.
I don't know. The 21 defense was historic. I don't know.
It was almost as good as Miami's 01 defense.
Baseball, we could go back to 2000. Marlins, they're not going to be on any championship team. They're not even going to be in the World Series game. So we crossed them off the list.
Well, I was a Florida Marlins fan before.
Actually, I'm sorry. I prematurely said that. 2003, they actually won.
Calm down. And we was the Florida Marlins. But that's when they was in Melbourne, Florida, where I'm from. I'm from Melbourne, Florida, and they was.
Yeah, they wasn't in Miami. They wasn't in Miami.
Yeah. Then they moved to Miami. So it wasn't like I just said, "Oh, I'm a Miami Marlins fan." I've been a Marlins fan since they were Florida Marlins.
Oh no, Chris is a Yankees fan.
Case closed, baby. That's all I want to come in here and say. Hey, you can say whatever you want. Say whatever you want.
They got all the championships money can buy. I'll give you.
That's right, and you are right.
Now baseball.
Hey, you sound like a Georgia fan. You sound like a Georgia fan.
Baseball wise, in 2006, my Cardinals won, and in 2011, my Cardinals won.
I'm not
a happy camper right now because it's been more than 10 years. They need to tighten up.
T2Y,
Yep.
I'm here to tell you, we don't care.
we don't care. We don't care.
It's been more than
I couldn't pass that up.
It's been more than 10 years, so hey, it is.
I got one for too, Slim. Got him.
Hey, T2Y, are you like a diehard Cardinals fan for real?
Yeah.
Hey, text me, man, when the Cardinals come into town, man. I know some of their players, man. I might be able to score you some gear or some autographs, man. So let me know.
Yeah.
Damn, for real? Damn.
Man.
At the house, I was given tickets to a Cardinals Redbirds game here in Memphis. I got a signed ball from Albert Pujols when he was still playing with the Memphis Redbirds before he got the call.
Now,
hey, y'all say,
who's your team, Slim?
Like I said, the umps kind of run me out of the game, but I mean, I'll watch the Redbirds because they're local. When I was living down there, I watched Tampa Bay because that's where I was at.
You know what? I don't even though I'm a Yankee fan.
I'm looking at this list. So I'm looking for Tampa Bay, and they look like they deserve a hot got him moment.
Got him! Got him! Got him!
They just made the World Series like 3 years ago.
Hey, Slim, I work down on the field, right next to the Braves dugout, man. I'm right down on the field.
That's what's up. Hey,
see, living there in Central Florida, where I did, everybody's spring training was down there. Dude, we used to get into like Yankees Blue Jay game exhibition.
Yeah. See, I wanted to go to St. Petersburg to go down there to St. Petersburg to go down there to a training game, but I couldn't get I wasn't able to go. Well, one thing about it though, even though I'm a Yankee fan,
I lived in Clearwater, just north of there.
Yeah, now here's the thing. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
The coolest player in the MLB is Bryce Harper, man. He gets booed all the time but he's the coolest player in the MLB. He
Why?
bought
'Cause
the
he
whole
cried?
field team.
Hang on. He might be the coolest player in MLB, but he's also the biggest whiny ass bitch in Major League
Yeah, I was about to say he's
All
a
that
huge
motherfucker
bitch.
does is cry.
But listen to
Any
what I'm
hockey-
saying.
I'm not
Listen
even
to
a
what
huge
I'm
MLB
saying.
fan, and I know how much he cries and
All
whines.
Hey,
he's missing,
T2Y.
all Bryce Harper is missing is the man bun and some shrooms, and he'd be just like Aaron
Hey,
Rodgers.
T2Y. You know how the Phillies are our rivals, right? The Phillies are the Braves' rivals.
He is
Bryce
the Aaron
Harper
Rodgers.
he bought the whole field team, all 25 of us. He bought us all new cleats.
That's what's up.
That's cool.
That's what's up. Now I was about to say, like, even though I'm a Yankees fan, I still take memorabilia from other players because I respect them. Like Albert
And
Pujols,
Philly
you
is
know,
our
stuff
arch
like that.
rival. He gets booed uncontrollably when he come here, but we all laugh because we all cool with him. He'll stay after the game and talk to us after the game.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Right?
Well,
That's
Bryce
respect
is like
right
our
there.
best friend,
Aaron
bro.
Rodgers don't do that.
But one thing
Yeah,
about
that's
it,
what
though,
I'm saying.
one thing about it, though, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the Boston Red Sox, and I hope ain't nobody no Red Sox fan, fuck them. Can't stand those bastards. Can't
Yeah,
stand them.
Bryce.
Other than that,
Bryce is the coolest player, man. Whenever he comes to Atlanta, man, we treat him like royalty because he cool with us.
Yeah.
He'll sit down and eat Waffle House with us after the game, bro. He that cool, bro.
That's what's up, man.
I dare you go say that shit to Big Poppy's face. That motherfucker will knock your ass out.
Let me tell you what happened, Slim. Let me tell you what happened, Slim. So whenever we went, we played the Red Sox, right, and they went to the World Series in 2004. One of the Red Sox fans went outside of Yankee Stadium and pissed on that damn stadium. Took his shit out and pissed on the stadium. They shot his ass 16 times right there in the Bronx.
That's cold blood.
Like, no, they shot that mother, and the cops are sitting right there. You think they did anything? They ain't did shit to him. They shot that motherfucker 16 times because he pissed. It's not the fact you're a Red Sox fan. You disgrace a monument. So even if a Yankee fan was to go to Fenway, you don't disrespect the Green Monster. If you're a fan, you're a fan. You don't take your dick out or piss out and piss on those damn stadium.
Whoa, dial it back.
Hey, the Philly fans, man, the Philly fans after they won their first Super Bowl, they ate horse manure. It's on YouTube. You can Google it.
What?
Yeah,
this is why baseball fans are crazy.
Hey, let's look at what you're talking about, though. You're talking about Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers burned half the city down when they went.
The dude put his whole face in some horse manure and ate it, bro.
And these are the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah.
Lord.
Hey,
it's on YouTube.
Now that's a true meaning. Now that's a true meaning of a shitbird right there.
Yeah, you can look it up right now. It's on YouTube.
Hey, he took talking shit literally.
Basically.
Oh man, man, baseball like that's like I see baseball fans.
That's horrible.
It's like, man, it's got to be so toxic sometimes.
Who got a pager, man?
Yeah, somebody.
I don't know.
Somebody got a pager. Somebody got a pager.
Yeah,
man.
Somebody beat me 911, man.
I thought it was
Somebody
somebody's
beat
no
me
kid.
911.
Somebody got turned off their roads.
That's them girls hitting Sarge back. They want some more Waffle House.
Hey, look up Missy Elliott, man. Beat Me 911. That's one of my favorite songs.
Man, go sit down somewhere, Sarge. Go sit your ass down. Sit your ass down, Sarge. Go sit your ass down. Hey, and now,
hang on. Hey, y'all. I gotta bounce. I gotta get in here and go to sleep because I gotta drive to South Carolina in the morning.
All right, man. Go ahead,
Hey, Slim.
Have a good night, man.
Hey, be safe on that road, brother.
I'm trying. What's up, Jordan?
Hey, I said 9 wins, man. 9 wins.
You know what? From your mouth to God's ear. I hope so.
I believe it when I see it. It's all good and everything like that, but it was all good this week ago. But I believe when I see it.
I hope so, but my name ain't Billy Clinton. I ain't living in a town called Hope.
Yeah. I don't blame.
I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, man.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I just, man,
Alright,
I believe it when I see it.
So the Georgia thing, I guess Florida State had to react to it about the player Jalen. About what's his name? Jalen Carter.
Yeah, Jalen Carter. Yeah.
So hold on, let me put this on the screen. Shaking my
He
head, probably just ruined his life. What an idiot! I'll be interested to see if they add any charges later, making him, partly responsible for the death. So
This is why we want them in the SEC.
As long as they're
y'all will annihilate their ass.
Exactly, especially if they're making comments like this.
And I hope y'all do it. I hope. Go ahead.
Bad kids will make bad decisions or whatever. So bad and wasteful. Prayers to the family.
They acted like he was the driver, like he had something to do with it.
You got to remember who we're talking about here, sorry.
Around 2 lives needlessly end and countless others destroyed. This kid now ruins his own life. As a parent, you also stress the F out of your kids will make the right choice in life. Prepare them as the best you can for life is all you can do.
See, when you make comments like that and then you line up the players, we beat you 63-0.
I hope you do it in Tallahassee. I'll come to Tallahassee to watch that. I don't want the game in Athens. I want it in Tallahassee. I want to see that. I want that dog to bite that horse. That's what I want to happen. I want to see it happen.
All right, so there's both charges against Jalen are misdemeanors. Athens Clerk County spokesman confirms.
Yeah.
So it's just getting misdemeanor charges. So he might not get
that. He's just going to get a fine. He's going to get a fine in community service. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and then he'll have to go to.
He might not end up becoming a soap dropper.
He'll have to go to like defensive driving classes and do some community service, but that'll be it.
Yeah. I just hope he learned his lesson from all of this stuff. And all that
but what happened with him? I don't know what happened with Jalen Carter.
He was in allegedly him and some of his teammates was racing or whatever. Fatal crash. Somebody died. 2 people died.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it was January.
Sad,
it was
man.
right after the national championship.
It's bad.
At first, I thought y'all was talking about the Alabama boy.
Oh no,
Ruggs
that played basketball.
Ruggs.
No, Miller.
No,
Ruggs, I'm talking about
Ruggs,
the one that
receiver.
played basketball that just happened to kill that girl.
The wide receiver, Ruggs, he crashed into a lady and killed her.
Yeah, I know about him. Yeah, but I thought they was talking about the basketball player on Alabama that situation happened with that girl.
Yeah, no, we're talking about Carter.
I wanted to tell you also, Sarge, you nailed it earlier with that, man, as far as like breaking that down and describing it and stuff and giving them the respect for that. Much respect to you for that, though, bro, because that's sad, though. But it's good that you clarified everything for it, because I only heard bits and pieces. But you said that, and much respect to you for saying that. Real.
Yeah, I got a couple of friends
that
actually work for the football program. So
shout out to the families and we condolences, man, for real.
Yeah, on the Florida Gators.
It was
on the Florida Gators. On the Florida Gators, right now they're looking for a tight ends coach and a receivers coach. So receivers coach name that they're throwing out here, David Duker or whatever you say that, and then you got Ike Hillard. Then for the tight ends coach, you got Eric. I don't even know how to say that last name. And then you got Ty Darlington, and then you got Ross Callaway. So those are names they're throwing out for tight ends coach and for wide receivers coach. And of course, somebody's asking a fan why they're being stupid, bringing up Hardline.
We'll beat Florida by at least 28 this year, maybe 35.
Hartline just got promoted to offensive coordinator. He ain't going nowhere.
and we got spring ball is on Friday. Oh, dude, thank God it's here.
Well, since DJ told me to read Miami's 247 comments on the whole Georgia thing, let me see if they're on the Gator board. I'm pretty sure they're probably talking about it.
I mean, people gonna comment. They're gonna say what they want to say. If he gets exonerated, then you're gonna have Trayvon Walker last year, #1 draft pick out of UGA. Then you have Jalen Carter this year, #1 draft pick out of UGA. So, I mean, people can say what they want to say. I don't care.
You didn't have to go too far. Jaden Rashada saga on ESPN, but nothing about Jalen Carter. Oh, let's see. You know the Gators. They said that the Jaden Rashada saga was on ESPN, but nothing about Jalen Carter. So they're reporting on the Florida Gators and their whole NIL thing, but they're not reporting on Jalen Carter.
Did he just say that? I done seen Jalen Carter all over ESPN today. Florida fans are stupid, man.
Officers knew from the start that
I remember who we talking about. Sorry,
more complicated than a single car wreck, but that didn't alter the narrative police offered publicly about the crash that killed 2 people. So
Jalen Carter's been all over ESPN today. The Florida fans are freaking retarded, bro.
Gotta remember who we talking about here, Sarge. Remember that.
Yeah.
You gotta remember that. Florida State and Florida fans, you gotta remember that.
That Gainesville meth is the strongest.
You cannot get your blood pressure and get upset over incompetent fans. Not all of them, but some of them.
Yeah, somebody says there's a difference in Jaden Rashada's scenario and somebody being present at a fatal crash.
Yeah.
Probably best to not try to compare these two,
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about apples and oranges.
Right.
Look like it will be covered more. I have already seen a few other outlets. Yeah, okay, so basically, need him to drop to the Lions.
Of course, the Lions fan gonna say that.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy, man. Now they warrant.
Did y'all see when he sacked LSU quarterback, picked him up, and then put the #1 sign up?
That's that same guy.
Yeah, that's him.
He picked him up off the ground. Then put #1 with his other hand.
Somebody say you are rare. This is the top story on ESPN, correct? So obviously, some people just write just to write it.
Yeah.
Because they know people gonna click on it or say something. They just gonna be talking out of their behind anyway.
I mean, even the offensive line coach at UGA.
Let's be real. That's what the Gators do. They talk out their behind.
Yeah.
They lead with their tail.
Shout out to the Pond Frogs, man. Shout out to the Pond Frogs.
The offensive line coach at UGA said, "Look, if Jalen wake up and come to practice and say he's not gonna get blocked, then he's not gonna get blocked."
Oh dang! This one, oh man, that's tough right there. Next UF quarterback on the women's basketball team.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, they talking basketball. Oh man.
Hey man.
Eight players were ejected in the SEC women's tournament after a scuffle broke out during Kentucky-Florida game. Oh snap! When did this happen?
This must have just happened like maybe a couple of days ago, or maybe today or something. I don't know. I was asleep. I don't know.
This came out at 2, almost 3 o'clock today. So did they have a scuffle?
Yeah, that's it.
It must have happened during the day.
Let's find out. Nah, I'm gonna pause it a couple times.
Let me find out, Florida.
I'm not trying to get copyrighted, so I'm gonna pause it a couple times.
Hey, bro, she threw that ball right at her head.
Damn.
She got that little stride. You know, once that little stride, it's like, there you go.
That's that Conor McGregor. Oh, there it is.
Look. Nah, look at the hand. It's extended. And
She
look at
rushed
the
that.
face. Her face is getting ready for impact.
This is when she knew she fucked up.
Weish went running off to Penny, and now
I wouldn't expect anything else from the Gators. They're a
Me
trash
neither, bro.
organization.
players need to be
Remember when Dan Marley was trying to start a fight during halftime?
Yeah. They go from throwing shoes to throwing hands.
That was the weakest
The
fight
golden
ever.
shoe, bro.
See,
Oh
that's
my
what I'm
God.
talking about. Women's basketball, man. Y'all got to step y'all game up. This was y'all moment to get ESPN to
Bruh.
spread this all over the place and make it a highlight.
Bro, I would
This
rather
fight was-
watch paint dry.
This fight was not worth watching, man. I don't like the
I'd
game.
rather watch grass grow than watch women's basketball.
Damn, sorry.
That's just the truth, man. Women's basketball is terrible, man.
What kind of fight was that?
Hey, if you're in the chat, man, and you have problems going to sleep, just turn on some women's basketball, man. That'll cure your sleep apnea.
It sure will. It put me to sleep.
Listen, all you
Except
feminists
for
out there,
Miami.
do not come for me. Come for Sergeant.
I did not endorse.
For Sarge, do not come for me.
I
Hey,
did not
Sarge
endorse
said it,
any of
man.
those comments.
Sarge said it, man. The cure to sleep apnea is women's basketball.
I am an
When
avid.
you guys come,
I
do
watch
not come for
basketball.
me.
I ain't like you gonna mess around. They gonna
tripping.
They gonna mess around and have your face like on one of them big old blow up photos like they be having in the NBA. They gonna have your face with a pitchfork. You better be careful.
Bruh, if you have any problem sleeping, man, you don't need no CPAP. You don't need none of that, dog. Just turn on some women's basketball, bro. You're gonna be out within 30 minutes, bro.
That is horrible.
Sergeant AR-10 is not a is not a representative.
It's not a representative of this channel.
When y'all come from him, when y'all come for him, you bring the beehive with you.
I'm just saying, man. Y'all looking at melatonin and all this stuff to help you fall asleep, man. You don't need none of that stuff, dog. Just turn on some women's basketball, bro.
Oh man, 5 takeaways from Florida's 77 to 67 win at Georgia. Oh shit, Florida
In
don't
basketball?
become a basketball school. They don't become
In
a
basketball?
school.
I can tell you right now though, the team that is nasty in women's basketball is South Carolina. Them girls are nasty, boy.
Bro, they're the only reason why. They're the only reason why South Carolina basketball on, why women's basketball on TV, bro. If you take them out the equation,
It's
you ain't
over.
gonna find no more women's basketball. Them and Stanford.
Yeah. Them, Stanford. I think what's the name pretty good too. The Huskies, they good.
Yeah, the Huskies and Baylor. And Baylor,
UConn,
yeah.
and UConn. No, that's the same team. Never mind. I said
Yeah,
Huskies, never mind. I meant to say-
UConn,
UConn
Baylor,
Huskies.
Stanford, and South Carolina. If you take them away, ain't nobody watching no damn women's basketball.
I think Villanova's okay. They okay, but them four though, whew, those are like the four. Those are like the 4 horsemen right there. Them teams right there.
I'm just saying, man. If it's a night, it's 1 a.m, I can't fall asleep. I just put some women's basketball on YouTube, man. I'll be out in like 15 minutes, man.
Well, you hell, boy. They gonna find your ass. They gonna find your ass.
Hey, like like Prime Time say, I ain't hard to find.
All right, and just like Prime Time said, they gonna tell you, I'm coming. It work both ways, dog.
The men's baseball team looking at the women's like, you thought you was gonna get what we got.
Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Prime is hilarious.
Well, y'all.
His buddy said something about Jalen Carter. Let me see if he's on the Miami board. Did anybody say anything about him?
Damn, man.
Hey, what they gonna say about Prime? What they gonna say about Prime when they go like 4-8, 4-9, 4-10 this year?
I don't know. It's an improvement from what it was before.
He definitely blitzed. OT Jalen Carter. So lock. Oh wow, Space King said lock his ass up for life. Good Lord, example need to be set. Yeesh.
Man.
Shaking my head. Misdemeanor will be a speed bump for him. Damn, that's tough. The first one jumped out the pocket.
All these people on the internet talking trash about Jalen, they probably got about 10 speeding tickets.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm dealing with a red light. I'm dealing with a red light ticket right now.
Damn,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. These people got speeding tickets, DUIs, all this other stuff. Man, they talk about
I ain't gonna lie though. I think the cop that gave me the ticket, I think he was just a pure ass. You look to
Florida State.
You look to the left, you look to the right, you look all around. There was nobody out there.
If you have 0 traffic tickets in your life, then I'll listen to what you got to say about Jalen.
Because I'm like, sir, why you giving me a ticket? Ain't nobody out here. I'm the only one on the road.
Got to make that quota, man.
I'm the only one on the road. I can run this
stoplight.
I can run this stoplight until 7 in the morning, and nobody would never get hit.
Right. You got to make that quota though, like Sarge said. He get that free. He get the best. He get the most quotas. The whole department get a whole month of free donuts.
To be honest, I told him to be honest. I was happy to see you because I ain't seen nobody in about an hour.
Damn.
They gotta meet that quota, man.
Yeah, so everybody wailing in on Jalen Carter, man. That's tough.
Yeah, you throwing rocks at Jalen Carter. If you ain't never had no traffic tickets in your life, then you could throw rocks.
They say like Prime, they gonna cut your toes off.
Oh, come on. Come on, that's a little too.
Like Shannon Sharp said, you gotta stand 8 toes down.
Oh my God.
That's messed up, bro.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp, man. He make my days go by a lot better because I'll be listening to Club Shay Shay interviews.
Yeah, I listened to him too. I didn't see the latest ones though, but I seen that one with Dion. That was a really good interview with him and Coach Prime.
If I was Shannon Sharp, I would have slapped the damn piss out of Skip Bayless, bro. I would have took some teeth out of his head, bro.
But Shannon knows better. He knows he got more to lose than Skip do.
Man, that dude got plenty of money, man. He a Hall of Fame NFL player, man.
Exactly.
But you know what it is?
He got more to lose than Skip do.
Right. They will blackball the hell out of him. A lot of people
look at that show. They look at that show, but they don't realize that Shannon, the rich one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He don't need the undisputed money.
Right, but they will blackball the hell out of him so he won't get no more other money. So he won't stay rich.
That dude got enough money, man. Him and his brother were NFL players. They got enough money.
Yeah, but there's nothing more.
He got what, 2, 3 Super Bowl rings and he a Hall of Famer? That dude don't need no money, man.
It's not about that. It's just about the connection. They could blackball him from connection, from anything else, even though he has all these attributes and these accolades, which is true. But they could still do shit to him to mess him up. Even though he has all of this stuff, you probably would never hear from him again if he would have did some crap like that. Now off screen, I don't blame him, but it's a time and a place for everything. That's how
that dude got enough in the bank to where he ain't got to work the rest of his life, man. He can get him a farm and chill, man.
Yeah. But what about let's just say if he would have went ahead and did slap Skip. It would have been the right thing to do. He would have felt like, and everybody would have agreed with him. Everybody else is not in his pocket. They would have probably canceled all that stuff that he got going on. You got other people that got all these endorsements and all these other things like that. They probably would have canceled his ass for real. And you got to think about that outside the money. Outside the money, you got to think about that.
Look at Kwame Brown. Does Kwame Brown have any endorsements?
No.
I think he didn't he? When he first came in the league,
he don't have any now.
He don't have
nah, he don't. And look at him.
Yeah, and he comfortable.
He comfortable. He living good in them backwoods of Georgia.
Exactly. Shannon could do the same thing.
But a lot of people don't realize Kwame Brown making a lot of money off YouTube.
Exactly.
I guess
same thing Shannon Sharp could do.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp,
I just look at it.
He definitely making a lot of money off YouTube.
That's what I'm saying.
With all the videos.
A lot of people don't realize 1 million views on YouTube is like 10 grand.
Bruh, I stand on business, bro.
It's like 10 grand.
I stand on business, man. You disrespect me like that in front of millions of people, I gotta go across your face, man. I'm sorry.
The way the
the
algorithm set up, I don't know if it's for everybody, but mine, I know every 1,000 views is like $12.
Oh man, that's hard. Gee, man. You should be making.
You gotta make an example out of some people, man. When they disrespect you, you gotta hurt them, man.
And see, that's the whole thing. It would have been easy for him to do that. It would have been so easy for him to come across that table and knock him straight into next week or the next year. It would have been easy for him. But then
violence and economics, man. Violence and economics. That's the only way you can get your respect.
This right here is a perfect example when you can't make the NCAA March Madness tournament. You got to start making tournaments for the restaurants in your city.
Who did this?
Florida State.
Of course they did. Why am I not surprised?
You threaten people's safety, you threaten people's pocket, man. That's the only way you can get the people. You threaten their safety or their pocket.
Now you know your city food is trash when you put McDonald's on the list.
What food is ass? Chips. Oh God.
Man. Let's see. Any more updates going on?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for spring ball, man. It's Friday, ain't it?
Yeah, no, Friday? Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
All-Star Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. I heard we got our new wide receivers coach. We got him. We got Jason Taylor that's staying with Miami. That's what's up with the job with Kane. And more than likely he'll be promoted. But I just want to know what's up with DVD. Is he gonna have an on-field role? That's what I want.
DVD. I feel like DVD.
They don't have space for him on the field.
Damn.
And if he do be out there, boy, I know he'll get no corners and all that, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe they just need to just go ahead and just pay him, man, and keep him because we need him. We need him. We can't let him go. I say just pay him and let him stay in Miami and let him do what he do. But just pay that man. That's all. You ain't got no room for him, just pay him. So we need him.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm pretty sure he's being compensated well.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
I heard it's a rumor DVD is the one that's recruiting Jeremiah Smith.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. He was the one that got. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not surprised. Like, and I'm just not surprised. Like I said, pay that man. Even if he got to be an analyst or whatever the case is, pay that man. Keep him home. I don't want him going nowhere else. No other school, especially no rival school. Hell no.
I think on our staff, he's probably the second best recruiter other than Mario.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. That's why I understand. If there's no room, why they ain't make no room for him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what was the deal with Charlie Strong? Why they ain't keep him? Why we ain't keep him?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Go listen to T2Y video when Mario Cristobal was talking. You can read in between the lines of the reasons why he didn't keep him. And the reason why we got the defensive coordinator who we got now compared to why we didn't have Kevin Steele or Charlie Strong. Well,
So
I know for Kevin Steele.
Who will be the linebackers coach?
Did we get anybody? We got right?
Oh, my fault. What was Kevin Steele? What was he coaching? Linebackers, right?
He was a DC.
No,
he was a DC.
Safeties. He was coaching. I think he was coaching safeties.
Kevin Beard, boy, coming home.
Yep, a Miami alum.
Fine.
Played on the field. Yes, sir.
Well, about 2 hours now. I'm about to cut this thing. I gotta get me some. I gotta find me a new software to start broadcasting. StreamYard is not working for me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now the whole show it says that it's 0 people watching now.
That's crazy. On YouTube, and you only got 2 likes.
And on YouTube, it's saying that right now it's saying the show is upcoming when it's supposed to say live. So right now, a lot of people's not even knowing that it's live. I gotta get a new software to broadcast.
Mine. Whenever I got ready to come in, it showed that you was on, and it said T2Y. It said the Big 3 T2Y, and it said live. I was like, oh, okay, so he having a show. And then it said it popped up, and it said you about to be live, and the show's gonna start soon.
See, that's the problem I'm having. It says that for you, but like he just said, it don't say it for him. And
right. The only reason why I clicked on it because it said 7 o'clock, and I looked at the time, and I was like, it's 7:30 though, and then I clicked on it, and then I was like, oh, he live, but why I say upcoming?
Yeah.
Only reason why I knew he had a show is because it's live. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the issue I'm having with it now. So if people see it and say upcoming and they don't click, they don't even know we live to begin with.
Right. Yeah. That's probably why they ain't got no. Why they ain't got the lights? Because I've been telling people to hit the like button all night, and ain't nobody getting like what's going on. So obviously it's a problem.
I'm looking at it now, and it still say upcoming.
Well, yeah, that's a glitch or something going on.
It just says say upcoming. I might start using this other platform called I think it's called UPES or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work. They got this bag. I got to get ready to go dump this joint, man. Okay. Save this water. Clean this water. No. All right, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
Yeah, okay. See right now it still say upcoming. I don't know why it's still saying upcoming.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's supposed to say live. That's why nobody don't even know we live right now. That's crazy. All right.
All right, man. Go Canes, man. Have a good night, man.
Yes, sir.